My name is Professor Benjamin, and I want to welcome you to Environmental Conservation in online format. And this is a 10-week course, so we're going to cover the same amount of material that we cover in a 15-week course in 10 weeks. I've modified the schedule a little bit to not make it as feel as stressful, but you will have 2 weeks where you have double the work due just so that we can kind of meet that 15-week expectation. But this course is a fantastic course. It meets your non-lab science requirement, so it's a very scientific-based course, but without the lab component. It also checks a social science elective, so if you need this for a social science elective, you will have that. If you needed a non-lab science course, you will definitely have that because this course meets the scientific reasoning requirement, the essential skill. So right here, I just want to, the whole objective of this video is to kind of give you a course overview, kind of get you to know what you're getting yourself into, right? And then give you a little information about the material that we're going to cover. So my name is Professor Benjamin. I've been a professor at the college now going on 9 years. I'm a full-time professor. I just received the associate professorship, so I've been around. I'm on a lot of committees. You may have seen me around campus. I do have high expectations for my students. I always think if you hold the bar high, students will rise to that challenge. But of course, if you ever have any issues or problems, make sure you reach out, and of course, well before the due date. Okay, so I have an extensive background in environmental science. Before I became a teacher, I worked for New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for 10 years. So I have been around the block a little bit, let's just say, in terms of the environmental field. This class, we will do a whole overview of environmental science. So we will cover air, water, pollution, the ethics of environmental science, our consumption habits. We will cover tragedy of the commons. We will cover the scientific method. We will cover scientific reasoning. We will cover feedback loops. So we will cover renewable resources, non-renewable resources, pollution, air pollution. I mean, it's the gamut what we will cover this semester, okay? So how is this course set up? Well, this is the homepage of the course, and it gives you some information about what we will cover for each session. Here are the learning outcomes for the course, and everything that I give you has a reason behind it. So I don't just give busy work. Everything I'm giving you helps us meet these learning outcomes because we have to meet these learning outcomes, okay, for the course. You will be happy to know, though, that this is an open resource course, meaning that you do not have to purchase a textbook. The textbook actually is included right within the course as a file. Okay, so right here I tell you about that. This course uses digital materials designed, and you can access all the readings, videos, quizzes, and other activities through the course site on Canvas. And I will show you where to find the textbook. You will also have 2 films. You're required to, though, access 2 films. And the films are Fed Up, and the other film that you have to access towards the end of the semester is either Gasland 1 or Gasland 2. You can find these on Amazon Prime. Sometimes you can find them on Netflix. You know, Netflix puts videos on and then they take videos off. But you could also search YouTube. A lot of times you can find these films on YouTube. So you want to check out other sources, okay, for the film. So that's really the main terms of resources that you need for this course. Of course, you need Canvas and you need an internet connection to be able to access all of the materials for each session that we're going to cover. Right below that are the announcements, and this is really important. Each week I send out announcements, and we'll probably have like Ask the Teach sessions. I will probably offer you some extra credit sessions. All of that will be through this announcements tab. And it's very important for you to log in and check these announcements because they contain really helpful information for you. So you want to make sure that you're always checking. So if you're looking for a Zoom link for our Ask the Teach sessions, or I may tell you you have to attend something, a Zoom session, well, all that material will be sent out using this announcements tab. So it's really important that you have that. And in fact, I already have a little welcome to environmental conservation announcement up there. So you want to make sure that you look at that section. The next tab is modules, and I'm going to come back to that because it contains the whole meat of the course. Then you have your syllabus tab, and this is absolutely essential that you read the syllabus from front to back. The last 2 pages of the syllabus are really important because they actually contain a layout of the course, meaning all the due dates are there. So I would take a cellular device, or if you're a more planner type person, write out the entire course. If you're a digital person, then put it somewhere and have reminders on the due dates for the course. And then your grades are here. So the grades tab, I have everything graded within 1 week of submittal, and all of your grades will be updated here, and I always give feedback. So if you're looking for feedback, you need to go to the grades tab and locate the feedback that I have given you on assignments, forums, etc. Okay? So here's the modules tab. And this is how the course is set up. So you'll see that the entire course is already set up. I have everything ready to go. This is the course information module, and this is definitely a module that you need to go through each item here. Here's the textbook, and you'll notice that I have it under each section too, but the textbook is here in PDF format if you want to save that. Here are instructions for the course. You, of course, want to read that. And then there's videos on how to use the grade tab, how to submit an assignment, what are my expectations for initial posts and response posts in terms of forums. You should read these and print them out. You should read these and print them out. You should read these and print them out, okay? And make sure that you have like check boxes, and each forum that you do, checkbox that, okay? Citing references, and we will be using Turnitin in the semester for our assignments, so you want to look at that. Okay, so before I get any further, this is the course information module. A lot of stuff's in here. The syllabus contains a lot more information on what you need to succeed. So how is this course set up? Well, you'll have 4 things due for me this semester. 4 major groups of items. Number 1, every week, and for 2 of the weeks, week 2 and week 3 of the class, we cover 2 sessions in that week. But every week, you'll always have an initial post due by Wednesday and a response post to a fellow classmate by Friday for each discussion, okay? So week 1, you'll have an initial post due by Wednesday, response post by Friday. Week 2, you'll actually have an initial post due for session 2 and for session 3 by Wednesday, response post by Friday. Week 4, same thing, we're covering 2 sessions, and then for the rest of the semester, 1 session per week. So I think you can handle that, okay? There are no quizzes, no weekly quizzes. You will have 4, and now if let's say something comes up, emergency, internet issue, childcare issue, whatever it is, right? You get 2 drop forum posts. So 2 of your lowest grades are dropped, all right? So I don't give any extensions or anything. If you miss the deadline, you miss the deadline. So if you miss the initial post deadline on Wednesday, you can get partial credit for the response post, but you don't get credit for the initial post. It's just, once you miss a due date in here, it's over. You get dropped grades to account for those emergencies or the fact that you missed a due date, okay? So forums are one thing. The second thing that's due throughout the semester there will be 4 writing assignments. You have one due week 1, which is the scientific method assignment. And then you have an assignment on invasive species. You have an assignment due on the Dust Bowl, and you have a water assignment due. Those assignments are super important to the course. Super important. There are no dropped assignments, so you do not want to miss an assignment. No extensions are given. You know the due dates. You have to do anything you can to get that anything in, at least something in, on those assignment dates. There's 4 of them given throughout the semester. Only 4 are given throughout the semester, and you have to do those assignments to the best of your ability. Okay, so I want to stress that again. Assignments are absolutely essential to this course. And then you'll have a midterm and a final. The midterm and final are all essay, but I give you all the questions beforehand. So you'll have the questions well in advance of the midterm and the final. You can type out your answers and then copy and paste them into the exam portal on the due date. And I give you walkthrough videos. So you'll see each week I give you a walkthrough video. So I actually give you a walkthrough video. So how the weeks are set up are, I give you a description, and under the description gives you the learning outcomes we're covering for that week. It also tells you what pages of the textbook to read. So you want to make sure you open the description and look there. Then I give you a video walkthrough, usually no more than 15 minutes, and these kind of tell you exactly like what the week looks like. Okay, then here's the textbook so that you can do the reading within the textbook. Then I give you I always give you a PowerPoint. And if you open the PowerPoint and PowerPoint below each slides are notes. And sometimes within the PowerPoint are embedded videos. You want to watch all of that stuff. Okay, and then here you go. There's additional readings usually to help you out. Then you're going to pick one of the 6 forum post questions and you're going to answer it. Okay, initial post due by Wednesday, response post due by Friday. And then look here, your first assignment is due. And here's the assignment. But if you notice below, for every assignment, as well as the midterm and the final, I give you walkthrough videos. Hint, hint, they have a lot of the answers in them. So you want to watch the walkthrough videos, and they will help you complete the assignment with instructions and what I'm looking for. Also, all assignments contain a rubric, and the rubric tells you how I'm going to grade the assignment. So it would be really good for you to look at the rubric and check it, okay? And then the first week we have the certification of syllabus. I want you to tell me that you read the syllabus and certify that you read it. Easy A, easy A, okay? So that's how each week's set up, and you'll see this. Look. Week 2, we're going to cover session 2 and session 3. And here's everything you need to succeed in session 2 and everything you need to succeed in session 3. Look, same setup. Description, walkthrough video, the textbook, PowerPoint, and then additional readings. It's the same setup every week. So you need to make sure you know what the due dates are. So the last page of the syllabus, make sure you print that out and have the last 2 pages so you know the due dates. And then you can submit your work. Everything usually opens at least 1 full week in advance of the due date, so you're able to succeed. All right? I know this is a lot, but it is a 10-week course, so we have to squeeze 15 weeks worth of work in 10 weeks. Do I think you can succeed? Yes. Do every semester do tons of students succeed in my classes? Yes. Do I have high expectations? I sure do. I'm a coach. I coach high school girls basketball, and listen, I have high expectations. I know you can do it. You can totally succeed. Remember, everyone in this course starts out with an A. Everyone does. And it's just your job to keep that A. And a lot of keeping that A is time and effort. So it requires you can't log in the minute before the due dates. You have to log in early in the week, read the material, then do the due dates. So if you're looking for where you just log in and complete an assignment on how you feel, this class is not for you. Okay, so make sure you think about that, because this is a scientific-based course, so we have to have scientific reasoning behind everything. So with that being said, make sure you read these directions for initial posts and response posts. You'll notice I don't like I statements. No, I believe, I feel, I think. This is what I think the world should look like. No. Your opinion does matter. We love opinions, right? But we need factual basis to back up our statements, and we can remove those I statements from it. Okay? So how are you graded this semester? Forum posts, assignments, midterm, final. That's it. That's how you're graded. So weekly forum posts, remember 2 weeks out of the semester, there's 2 due. You have 4 assignments due, you have a midterm and a final. And that's how this course is set up, and I know you can succeed. As always, reach out before the deadline. I'm more than welcome to help you. I try to refrain from answering emails after 7 p.m. just so I can have a balance of home life versus work life. And on the weekends, my kids are involved in a lot of extracurricular activities, so sometimes I'm not around on the weekends. So if you have questions, make sure you ask before the weekend comes. The other thing is here, remember, look for those announcement tabs. So look for extra credit opportunities and opportunities to ask me questions, okay? I look forward to starting this journey with you, and I hope you found this video somewhat insightful and helpful to what my expectations are, how the course is set up, and how you can succeed in this course. Again, looking forward to starting this journey with you.